Danielle, wait, why did you? It's a black beanie. Why was it expensive?
Because I buy from very expensive sites.
But
And I
it's a
got
black.
two by mistake.
But it's a black beanie.
Well, tell that to
Can I
Nathan.
have the second one?
No, I wear both of them.
How do you know
I got
that
an upstairs hat and a downstairs.
you have what?
Wherever,
Probably
like, I just grab a hat when I'm ready to go take Ruby on a walk in the morning.
probably just talk into the mic.
Are we starting
Yeah,
now?
we're live.
Okay,
We've
all right.
been live.
Wow, you didn't tell me that.
Well, I said I was gonna go live.
Well, you didn't. I thought you were gonna count down.
Oh yeah, 3. Okay, wait, no, I'll count down. We're live in like a minute ago.
Okay,
We're live 43 seconds ago. Oh, there's a countdown from DB Snacks.
Oh, thank you.
Is that helpful?
No, I can't really read it. It's kind of
Okay.
far.
Is it kind of far?
I'm blind.
You have glasses on.
Yeah, but I'm blind.
Yeah.
I don't see so well.
Okay, so you have an upstairs hat and a
I
downstairs
got an upstairs hat and I got a downstairs hat, and whichever hat is closest to me is the one I grab because I don't want to go up 3 flights of steps to get one of my hats.
Okay, why don't you have a joke about that?
I don't know.
I think that's very funny.
It won't matter because I'm gonna be moving.
You're gonna be. What do you mean?
I'm moving out of my house.
Oh, but I mean, that doesn't mean you can't still have a joke.
I could still have an upstairs downstairs joke, I guess. I don't know. I did. You gave me. You said I should talk about the clothes thing, and
Yeah.
I did that at the Lalo Tavern mic, and it didn't go so well.
Well,
I
that was the
ended the
first
set by
time.
being like, "Does anybody want to buy me clothes?"
This is the first time.
It's fair. It's fair. It was.
Okay. All right. Look, here's what's happening. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
And we're doing what's happening.
What's happening?
And so what's happening is that I am stupid.
Okay.
First and foremost. And I was like, "Hey, what if a book was a thing that I wrote?" And then
I just picture it just being a bunch of squiggly lines on every page.
yeah,
And then one monster at the end of the book.
Well, and you're not far off because as we know, I'm famously illiterate.
But you go to the end of the book and you open it up and it's a monster and then it goes, "Hooray! We're done with the book."
Book over. Good night. I mean, technically it'll be my second book because I totally forgot that I did write
You wrote a book?
my great American novel, The Word Butts, 180,000 times.
Is it on Amazon? Can people buy it?
No, but I should put it on Amazon.
You should absolutely do that.
I should totally put it on Amazon. I straight up made it. It's The Word Butts 180,000 times.
Can I have a copy to give to my brother-in-law?
I
think
do
he'd
not
really
have
like
any
the
physical
read.
copies, but
That should be your merch.
I honestly should get at least one copy printed.
Yeah.
Because I totally forgot that I did that.
Yeah.
And it honestly took way longer. Oh yeah, that's right. There's babies here now. Don't even worry about it.
I'm just thinking, can one of these cats fit in my pocket?
You cannot take my babies.
I'm not taking them. I'm just taking them for a joyride. I'll bring them back. I'll get bored.
Anyway, I wrote that other book. That didn't take. It took a long time because.
Did you just copy and paste it?
Well, even copy and pasting it at a certain point when you can copy and paste a certain amount, it takes a while for the computer to go like,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah, that kind of just sounds like my our office manager. Her name's Catherine, and she types with 2 fingers.
I did also go through and put paragraph breaks and chapter breaks.
Oh, did you do page numbers?
It does have page numbers.
Does
if
it?
I remember
Does it
correctly.
say Clancy page 1, Clancy page 2?
I don't remember. I'll dig it up. I'll get some copies. Does anyone want to buy The Word Butts 180,000 times? Pop off.
Clancy's gonna be starting a Kickstarter, you know.
Yeah, no, I'll print them on Blurb or whatever.
On Blurb?
There's a self-publishing website.
Patreon. Just put it on your Patreon.
It's like it originally was for my Patreon. My Patreon has gone through too many different things.
Does your Patreon think it's not you anymore?
Currently the Patreon is the Board Castle, which is me.
It is you.
So it's It's a whole thing.
I like that the stool is your end table.
Yeah, it's what's wrong with it? It's the perfect height to be an end
No, it's
table
the
there.
perfect height.
I
I'm
bought it to be an
impressed.
end table.
I never would have thought to do
I
that.
measured this height, and then I was looking at the internet, and the internet said, "Hey, there's a stool that's that height." And I was like, "Let's do it. Let's fucking do it." And then I have pencil shavings on it because I'm an artist,
Yeah.
and also a tab for a sody pop.
Ooh. Can you tell that I have ADHD?
I already knew,
But did the viewers know?
Okay, so here
Okay.
is here is the what happens now. I said, what if real book,
Okay.
not just butts?
Real book.
And then
Butts will be in this real book?
What's up?
Butts will be in this real book?
Probably.
Okay.
I bet it'll
alright.
come up. It'll probably come
Sure.
up.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, writing book. And I sat down to write book, and I said, oh, I don't know what words are. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And so then I was like, what if I made all my friends help me write book?
I like that you went to me,
And I
the
chose
dyslexic person.
the other illiterate person that I know.
Yeah. I was in the level reading class.
You were I started with Riley, and that was too much. Riley was like big ideas.
Yeah.
And then next I went to Jamie, and Jamie was like, okay, okay, I like your idea. And then Eliza was the third choice.
Sure.
And she's the only one who had like useful, tangible
well, she, is
thoughts.
a therapist, so that helps.
And she has a degree in creative writing.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Should I get a degree in creative writing?
Do you want a degree in creative writing?
I don't think I do.
Don't go to school unless you want to go to school. I learned that from going to community college.
I also learned that, but sometimes I think, but what if I did college again?
See, everybody thinks that I should go to school to become a therapist, which they're not wrong, but I hate school. So I'd like to just have the degree because I'm very therapist already.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm going to do school, I'm just going to do wrestler school. And
what is wrestler school?
Probably you have to do like classes to make sure you don't kill somebody if you want to become a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's a certification. Ooh, well, I mean, look, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that I can do a lot of it.
Yeah, I believe that.
I'm pretty sure that I can do a lot of it, but it is probably a good idea for me to make sure that I don't kill somebody.
Because you would.
I might.
You would.
I might.
You're strong. I watched you climb up a lighthouse. You could do it. You could kill someone.
Wait, so there is no certification you can lie your way onto a wrestling show? That is good to know. I'd like to have much more information about that because I would like to lie my way onto a wrestling show.
This could be what your book is about.
No. Okay, this is tough because I don't know, but it's possible that I also have ADHD.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you
do I bring it out in you?
It's possible that you make it really easy for me to derail myself.
It's like when you're like a very you had that one friend when you were a kid who was just like super wild when you were together, but then the rest of the time you're just like this chill person, and then you get together again, you're just like, we are exactly the same as we were before.
Yeah. Okay, so here is okay. I'm opening the outline now.
All right.
I have an outline that I started, and I'll give you the sort of rundown. And also, this is I have done some work on it since last week. So okay.
Oh, you do it in your off hours.
Yeah, I'm writing. I'm a writer now. I write book.
We need to get you some whiskey.
No, it's too late to be Ernest Hemingway. I'm already 27.
Okay, we could give you some soda water.
Who's a writer who lived to a long old age and is just cool and nice?
Oh, those don't go together. I was thinking Walt Whitman, but he liked boys, so. He's
Wait,
out.
did Ursula Le Guin do anything bad?
I don't know who that is.
She's a good writer. She might still be alive. Nope, she isn't.
She's dead. We're learning this firsthand here. She is dead.
Oh boy.
I feel
All
like a
right.
reporter.
She is in fact dead. Ursula Le Guin died in 2018. Okay, I'm gonna go to her Wikipedia page,
She didn't get to see COVID.
and then I'm gonna see there is no controversy section on our Wikipedia page.
That's a big
So
paragraph.
I've decided, oh, hi, I want to offer a promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to
Ooh.
be the best. Auto on, incredibly flexible and convenient order. Management panel, everything in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to dogehype.com. Cool.
That
Yeah.
was there.
I could be like Ursula Le Guin.
Okay.
Anyway, we're in the outline. We're at
Alright.
the outline.
Okay.
So here is the deal. The reason that I decided that I maybe would write a book is I was like,
Are you
oh,
dying?
the things that happened during the Board Castle show were fun and interesting, and some of them are kind of fun and interesting and cool stories. Sure. And so then I was like, what if book was that?
So your book is just your Twitch show, but in book form.
Not just my Twitch show, because the more that I have gone over it, the more that I've realized I can fix a lot of the stories. Because a lot of the things that happened on the show were very like in the moment improv brain decisions that
What you doing?
she's eating a cable.
Oh, that's fun.
Don't. Okay. So
Listen to your mother. Hey.
So anyway, let's
the
just
cat.
I'm gonna do this now. This is oh Jesus. Ow.
It's
Okay.
so hard to be a new mother.
So I think it's gonna be sort of an anthology of stories rather than like a book with chapters.
Sure.
I think. I haven't. We'll nail that down when the time comes.
Okay.
Once I get to the point where I have actually written more than an outline.
I'm sorry. I'm very distracted by this hair. That it looks like it's Breeze.
How did it? Where did it?
It was over there. The cat.
Oh, it was okay. It came with the cat.
So
okay.
Anthology storyline.
Sure. The first story is like there's a whole rip in time space outcome like friggin' late night talk show hosts from other universes, and they murder their counterparts, and they're wacky, and
they murder their other universes murder
their here universes counterpart. So like Jay Leno comes through, but he's like a Mad Max Road Warrior guy.
So he murders Jay Leno.
He's wearing like denim bondage gear, and he's driving a big old fucking like truck with fire, and he comes out and he smashes this world's Jay Leno in the middle of a jaywalking segment, and then like so
this is like mid 2000s or something, because
the title of the story is The War for Late Night, and so the idea is that it would happen sort of around the time as the
late night hosts were still
the Leno
hosting.
Conan
sure.
controversy sort of situation, and like so Conan would be like from a Y2K like Xenon girl from the 21st century futurism thing, and like he would come through and like he would have like ray guns and zip zap zap, probably shoot his counterpart like right in the nipples, and you go ooh, and die.
That is what Conan would do. Absolutely.
And died. And Jimmy Kimmel is a vampire. I don't think that that needs any more explanation.
Does he sparkle?
I mean, it would be right around that time. He might be a sparkly vampire.
All right.
He might be. And so that's that. I mean, that whole situation is like that's the a story happens there, and then it ends sort of by summoning the spirit of Joan Rivers, and she traps all of them in her dimension. She has her own dimension.
Because she's Joan Rivers.
Yeah, when Joan Rivers died, she doesn't go to the underworld. She goes to her own dimension.
What's in her dimension?
Probably that's a good question. What is Joan Rivers' dimension like?
Is Joan Rivers just a late night host in her dimension?
Probably.
Because wasn't she like not she tried to be one and like she got canceled?
Well, her show got canceled.
Yeah.
Because
so in her dimension, she
okay,
got to
so
continue her show.
Actually, the thing with Joan Rivers' show is actually very frustrating and sad because she was a consistent recurring guest host on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show.
Right.
And then she got offered her own because she was good at it.
Right.
And then so she was like, yes, absolutely, I'll do that. And then Johnny Carson banned her from his show, like blacklisted her because he was angry that
dick.
she took her own show. Yeah, big dick move.
What?
Big absolute dick move.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't a like anyone who did that, he would have done that too. But
there was probably still some misogyny.
Okay. He definitely was a misogynist.
Exactly.
But that particular move had very little to do with misogyny. He was an old man in the 70s and 80s. So he
banned her, and then they were like, "We don't want to do a show with you anymore."
No, she had the show for a while. It just didn't do very well because Johnny Carson.
Oh, because he blacklisted her.
Well, yeah, because Johnny Carson was like in charge of Hollywood at the time, basically. Yeah. Like
was Ed Sullivan.
It was back in the day when literally getting on his show and having him say you're funny would make you a sitcom star overnight. Like, yeah, it was the way to make it in comedy at the time. So like, yeah. Anyway, so that sucks. And so Joan Rivers is sort of like a magical heroic character in this story. Yeah. I haven't really fleshed out what her dimension is like. I don't think we'll ever be there. Although it might come up.
I think it could be all of the things that she hated about, like, that she did later on in her career, like fashion police and like.
I know, because I think that it's like her dimension is like a reward for her being special.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going with it's not a reward.
No. This is not a hell. This is
okay. So
this is her dimension.
So she gets to keep her late night show, and she and Johnny are best friends.
I mean, it depends. I will have to look into what she was actually really into. But yes, maybe there will be a story about her dimension.
Yeah.
Anyway, the follow-up story. Sorry, it's gonna take a minute to get to the part where you're directly involved. But what
do you mean? I'm involved in all of this right now.
But you're in the story sometimes.
Oh, that's fun.
Remember when you died?
Yeah.
That's in the story.
That's in the story. The very complicated story of how I died and somehow came back to life.
Yeah, exactly. So the second story is the president is an egg.
Sure.
Just like a literal egg, like Humpty Dumpty.
Is it? But like, is it?
Nope.
It doesn't have a face or anything.
It does have a face. It has a face and it wears a little tie.
Okay, so it's not like a plain egg.
Arms and legs.
Okay, all right.
And has a little tie and like Humpty Dumpty.
Okay, I would not be surprised if you were just like the president.
Oh yeah, it's just a
literal egg.
It's just an egg and it's sitting on the desk. Oh, careful of the. They're somewhere. Oh, they're over here.
Oh, they know Careful to go away from the door. How cute.
So the president is an egg. No, it's a big egg. It has arms and legs, and it's probably like imagine if Joe Biden was an egg instead of Joe Biden.
Can the egg fuck?
Can Joe Biden fuck?
I mean, apparently, because he's creepy.
No, but like, I can't imagine Joe Biden physically being able to fuck currently.
he
The
just
egg could fuck as much as Joe Biden can fuck.
I think Jill would just have to get on top.
Would have to get on top? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But the egg isn't married. In
The egg's
fact,
not
maybe
married.
the egg's gay.
Ooh, I like
It's
this.
well, he is a villain.
Does the egg, I mean, this is the important part. If the egg is gay, does the egg have sex?
I genuinely had not thought about the egg having sex.
So this is a gay asexual egg.
It's not asexual, it just doesn't happen in the story. But
Okay.
I guess that maybe this is an important world building.
Can you be queer and be asexual at the same time?
Asexuality is a queer.
But like, can you be like, you're interested in the same sex?
Well, you
but
can
you're but like
can be asexual, but like biromantic.
okay. That, I guess that was my question.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Figured it out.
Okay. So anyway, this egg wants to build a droid army to use as an interdimensional police force because there's a hole in the fabric of reality now, and so the egg president, who was created basically by this hole in the fabric of reality, thinks it's a good idea to have a droid army as an interdimensional police force. Yeah.
You're like mixing Star Wars and Futurama together.
Droid is not from Star Wars. Droid is just short for android.
It's a part of it.
Okay, android army. Is that
yeah,
better?
That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
No, I'm in the book. I'm gonna write droid. Yes, like the ones from Star Wars. Close your eyes. Think of the ones from Star Wars. It's just like that.
It's that one. It's whatever
literally
one
just
think.
like that. And then a bunch of there's like a bunch of woodland creatures who are sort of a little bit anthropomorphic, but they're like little guys. Careful. Oh god. Okay, that's fine. So there's all these woodland creatures. There may be a cult. I haven't.
Okay.
But a
droid cult.
They like Voltron together into the shape of a person to go on the talk show that I host.
Okay, all right.
And say, hey, we need your help to get rid of this egg president because this droid army is probably going to be the end of the world. Because that's probably the beliefs of their cult, but also totally believable in that if
can I help you?
If there was a big droid army, it would probably end the world. Like Skynet or whatever.
Sure. Okay.
Sort of deal. Yeah. And so what happens is we use ancient magic to teleport Alcatraz over Delaware, where Egg Home is.
Sure. Does Alcatraz still give tours during this time?
Yes, there are people taking tours on Alcatraz as it's teleported above Delaware, and then it falls and destroys Delaware completely. And also probably Egg Home, but maybe not the egg, and that's where things get complicated.
Ooh, okay. So it doesn't kill the egg.
Maybe. I am fuzzy on that.
What
currently.
if the egg just slowly starts to crack?
Okay. Well, let me get to the other stuff, because that's not an interesting idea.
I know.
Okay, so then the next story after that, once we destroy Delaware and maybe the egg?
Maybe the egg?
Question mark?
Question?
But definitely the droid army. The droid army is out of the question now, because that's where the manufactory was.
Okay.
So the droid army is done.
Do they get sucked up into Alcatraz and all die?
No, just Alcatraz hits it like a meteor and destroys.
So it just like burns.
It just
it's destruction everywhere, and they just you just murdered a bunch of droids.
A bunch of droids and people who live in Delaware who are not really people. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, are they?
If you're
secret drones?
No, they're people. They're people, but I'm saying that if you live in Delaware, you're not really a person.
I don't know anything about Delaware, so I'm gonna go with
okay. I mean, at very least within the universe of this story, people from Delaware don't really matter to me.
Fair enough.
That's the main thing. Okay, so then the next story is where you come in.
Me?
You!
Me.
You!
Okay.
Okay.
It just got
So
interesting.
this is the one where Riley's dead artist characters, Nico definitely,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe some others. I'm still once again still fuzzy.
Sure.
Haven't really nailed down how it all works.
Sure.
But one of the things that happens during this story, it's really I'm having a difficult time because I'm trying to decide if I should separate some of these things out into their own stories. Because, like, if I make your murder just like straight up like a murder mystery story, that's fun.
That is fun.
That's fun. And then you,
It'll be great when it goes to home video.
ooh, I would love to. I
You're doing a
love
book and then you'll do a
mysteries.
movie
Yeah.
adaptation. Come on, that's
Well,
how it goes.
what I'm really pushing for here is for an HBO limited series.
Oh, I would watch this.
Yeah.
I'd
It
be
would
very
just be
confused,
like
but I would
it
watch
would be
this.
like Larry Sanders, but also Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, in 30 minutes.
I mean, hey, this would be an hour long drama. Come on,
Oh,
this would be an hour long dramedy.
all right.
Dramedy.
Like Search Party.
Yeah, exactly. It would be like what if think about this. What if 30 Rock but also Search Party, but also something with like zombies or no, not zombies, but like something is there a show that has like Lovecraftian eldritch horrors in it? Okay, it's like what if
There's Ugly Americans.
here's what the show is or here's what the story is
Mhm.
and hopefully it's a show but also I'm just going to focus it on it being a book for now. Here's what the story is. It's like what if 30 Rock was written by H.P. Lovecraft?
Okay. All right.
That's sort of the direction I'm going.
Okay. Okay. I feel like this conversation would still be happening just alone in your head if I wasn't here.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I've been doing
Yeah.
for the past like month and a half. Just
Yeah.
like yeah. So
Off of the
that's
comforts of your own couch.
my bed. To be honest, come on, let's be honest. It's the bed. The bed is where it happens. The bed is where all the magic happens.
I'm sure there's lots of crumbs in it.
Oh my! No, I just washed the sheets today.
Hey,
I have fresh, clean bed.
that's nice.
Bed so fresh, clean.
I need to do that.
But there's probably also cat in it already, so that's something.
That's nice. I'm just covered in dog hair all the time.
That's my life now.
Welcome to the club. Don't wear black.
Yeah, sort of like what we do in the shadows, but with Cthulhu. But also not Cthulhu. It's not specifically Cthulhu, but it's like that sort of thing.
Say Cthulhu again.
Cthulhu.
Ooh.
Is it the way that I say it weird? Cthulhu?
No, I'm just trying to remember what it is.
Okay, so it's like a tentacle face monster, big giant monster tentacle face.
Oh, okay. I just keep thinking of like the pirate dude from the.
It is a lot like Davy Jones
Yeah.
but much bigger and
Okay.
much spookier. Probably like glowing
Okay.
eyes.
Ooh,
Something like that.
Spooky.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's the story with Nico, and so they come out to defeat some great evil was the original idea. And what we landed on was that great evil was either living inside of Robert Pattinson
Sure.
or Chuck Claus, who was Jamie's holiday
yeah.
character.
Yes.
Now,
it sounds more like Chuck Claus.
well, the thing is, I haven't decided how to make that story work. I do think that I love the idea of 7 dead artists coming out of the ocean to fight something. But I also like the idea that they come out of the ocean to fight something and then come to realize that it's not even, it's straight up not just a false prophecy. They're like, why are we even here? But anyway, so that,
Because they needed to unite
but
to
I,
be one.
sure, maybe they also Voltron together.
Maybe they Voltron
There's
together.
gonna be a lot of Voltroning in this book.
Kind of sounds like Power Rangers.
Hey, I don't care about Power Rangers at all. I'm Voltron forever.
What about Transformers?
I only like Voltron. I only like Voltron. Get your Neon Genesis Evangelion out of here. I don't want no Pacific Rims. I don't want the one from Yu-Gi-Oh with all the Exodia, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I think the title of this stream is about Exodia, who is the big, like, sort of robot mod. Anyway, so here's the thing.
Okay.
There is the wedding. Yeah.
The wedding.
I think it's either you die in the middle of
The wedding?
in the middle of the happenings with all of the 7,
Uh-huh.
and you come back as one of the 7. That's a potential thing that could
Okay.
happen. Or the other thing that could happen is that the reason that we end up getting married in the story is
Mhm.
because after they're done doing their prophecy or not, whatever they're up to,
Yeah.
it's that they're here on a world saving visa, and so they have to. So then I marry Nico so that she can have a green card for the overworld.
Got it. Okay.
But then I also get dual citizenship to the underworld, which is pretty cool.
Ooh. Gotta hang out with Hades.
No, not underworld like hell. It's just where the dead people go. There's not a heaven and hell. It's just the underworld, and it's just where the dead people go. It's not entirely dissimilar from our world. But it's kind of like it's like if our world was in a cave. Imagine that.
Our world in a cave.
It's like our world, but it was instead of the sky, there's the top of a cave. Kind of probably like that. Anyway, so you might get married. You might get murdered at the wedding.
Okay. All right.
What
is it gonna be as? Is it like they're saying you guys are saying your vows and then the lights go off and then I'm dead, or
I think that's fun.
That is fun.
I think that's very fun.
And then you can just go, who done it? Was it me?
Well, I think that it has to happen in a closed room,
Mm-hmm.
and there can only be like 4 possible people who did it.
Sure. So you just have to have those 4 possible people, me, in the room.
Yeah. I think that maybe we elope.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the vibe it sounds like.
Yeah, we go to a courthouse.
Mhm.
Ooh, and that's especially fun because like murdered in a courthouse.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You may never find out who
Straight
did
to
it.
trial.
You put on a judge robe, you're like, I didn't do it. And then you're just in there wearing a judge robe and you're like, who murdered Danielle?
Clink, clink, clink. Yeah, but probably Robert Pattinson will take it upon himself to be the detective in the
Yes.
Robert Pattinson will be and that's the thing is Robert Pattinson is going to appear in pretty much he's one of the 3 main characters of the story. That appears in all of them.
Yeah.
He's just a regular on the show. Oh, actually, let me tell you what all the fake backstories of the of the characters are. So it's me. I'm the host of a late night talk show. I spent my 20s being a script doctor doing Punch Up and hosting a mildly popular radio program. But then I was taken under the wing of a television producer, a Lorne Michaels type. And I was made the host of a late night show, sort of the Conan trajectory.
Sure. And then you go to podcast.
Yeah, and it was meant to compete with the Tonight Show and the Late Show. And then Robert Pattinson, Bobby Pats, he's a regular on the show. I met him while doing Punch Up on Remember Me.
Okay.
And it was my idea to make it end with 9/11. And then obviously DP Snacks. I'm toying with the idea of DP Snacks. Tell me if you love this or hate this. What if your character's name is Dorian Snacks? Because you're like the producer for the talk show, and I feel like Dorian's a good producer name.
But also, DP Snacks is a good producer name.
Ooh, I see a little window that popped up.
Howdy there. I think that I'm gonna say for now the D stands for Dorian, but
It could stand for anything.
it stood for many things before. So for now, Dorian.
I do think that it would be fun to have a constantly shifting what the P stands for.
I usually shift both, but we can stick with Dorian for now and pretend that is my
Dorian
God.
Pretend Snacks. So that's he's the producer of the show. He'll do anything for the show, especially if it's illegal.
Okay.
And
It's a lot of coke.
Well, mostly it's his fault that there's a hole in the fabric of reality.
Oh, so he's trying to make up for it.
Oh, not necessarily. It's entirely possible that he's sort of the major villain of the whole story.
Is he a trickster?
Yeah, he's a little bit of a tricky.
trickster.
I mean, sort of, kind of. God, I don't know how to write anything but trickster is the thing. Everybody, it's all gonna be tricksters. We're all gonna be playing tricks on each other.
You're all gonna think somebody's one way, and then it turns out, surprise.
We're all gonna be tricky
other.
little freaks, and it's gonna. So okay. So there's a wedding. You are murdered at the court. We're at a courthouse. You're murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Pats is the detective.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who's there is a suspect.
Mm-hmm.
So that is including.
Hello.
Also, so Eliza's there, but Eliza is a succubus from a demon. A succubus.
Sure.
What was a succubus bounty hunter from
Does she look like a succubus, or does she look like Eliza?
She looks. What does a succubus look like?
I don't know. It depends on what you're watching with a succubus in it. Because on Charmed, it's like a really pretty lady, but then she has like a weird snake tongue thing.
That's basically, yeah.
Okay.
She's like Eliza, and then she also can she has extra eyes that she can open, and crazy teeth, like a bunch of rows of teeth, like a vampire.
I like that Eliza was like, I want to be a succubus and murder men.
Well, see, the sort of story with her on the show was that she's a billionaire, and but the way that she's a billionaire is that she keeps marrying billionaires, and then they die soon after.
So she's a Black Widow succubus.
Yeah. So that's sort of where that angle came from. I did pitch her, the two ideas that I pitched her was either A, she has the power to know exactly when somebody's gonna die, and so she can marry the billionaire right before they die.
Ooh,
and not have to deal with him for very long, or she's a succubus, and she was like, yeah, succubus. So she's a succubus bounty hunter from.
Can one of my powers be that I
We'll get to your powers in a minute.
I just really like that power, okay?
I think that you're like a shapeshifter.
I thought I had some power over dogs.
Yeah. That wasn't fun enough.
That wasn't fun enough.
It wasn't.
Can I be
fun
a
enough.
shapeshifter who also
speaks to dogs?
No, who also
knows when everybody's gonna die.
Yes.
I think that. Well, here's the thing. I think that.
But I don't want to be able to see their murders. I just want to know that I want a list that pops up and it's like, DP Snacks is about to die.
Oh, just like a heads up display.
Yeah, like a little reminder notification.
But people die constantly, so you just be like, broop, 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 broop.
Would it be better than seeing them be murdered? I don't want to know how they die. I just want to be like, they're about
you're
to
thinking
die.
you would be having visions. Ooh, like Final Destination visions.
Yeah, but instead of Final Destination visions, it's just a notification.
It's gonna be Final Destination visions. If you want this power, that's how it's gonna work.
Can I get the notification too?
You will get a notification. You'll get a notification, and it's gonna be like, broop, and then you'll black out. you'll collapse and have a vision. So you know when it's about to happen, so you can be like, I'm about to.
Okay. All right. I'm on board. I'll take it.
Okay, so anyway, so Eliza's there. She's a
Mhm.
succubus, and her name is either Betty Valet,
Okay.
or because she's a succubus from a demon dimension, she might be called Elzaphet,
Ooh, I like
because that sounds like a demon name to
that
me.
does sound like a demon
But it
name.
also kind of sounds like Elizabeth.
Yeah, gives me a little chill. Well, it just might be
Elzaphet.
your apartment, but you know.
Anyway, so then she's there. She's my maid of honor, obviously. She's my succubus of honor. And then you're also there, and
Yes.
you're Nico's maid of
Yes.
honor. And at this point, you're just you.
Okay.
You're just a regular lady.
Am I a ginger?
Now, do you want to be a ginger?
Yes, I do.
Then you're a ginger.
I'm a ginger.
You're a ginger. You're a ginger cutie, and you are you probably are like a writer on the show or something.
Okay.
And that's how you ended up.
I've always wanted to be a comedy writer.
You're just like you just became like instantly best friends with Nico
okay.
when
All
she
right.
came back. You were like fucking zombie lady who is in this universe was definitely not a Nazi. None of that stuff happened in this universe.
We're gonna write it, but make it better.
Yeah, we're just gonna pave over some of the.
So is Hitler also not a Nazi in this universe?
I think it's possible Hitler doesn't exist in this universe.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in a universe that
But 9/11
was-
still happened.
there was no. Yes, 9/11 for sure still happened. What are you talking about? Okay. I'm gonna tell you, within the multiverse of this story, there's no universe that a 9/11 didn't happen.
Okay.
Everybody's constantly, that's their big symbol of like, this is how we know we're in another universe. Cut to the World Trade Center is still here. I'm looking at you, Fringe. But fucking no. 9/11 is the only universal constant.
We get rid of the Holocaust, but we keep 9/11.
9/11 is like Thanos. I am inevitable. Anyway. And that, in fact, there will probably be like a long, no one looks at Fringe. I've been looking at Fringe way too much recently.
It popped up as a suggested show for me.
It's pretty good. I'm maybe tired of it now, though.
It
The
kinda
first
sounds
couple
like
of
you hate
seasons
it
were very
now.
good. Well, I mean, I think it's dumb that they're big like, the 9/11 never happened. Well, actually, 9/11 did happen. It just only happened to the Pentagon and the White House. They didn't do the World Trade Center, which is weird. Anyway, so you die basically,
Obviously.
and there's a murder mystery, and the truth comes out.
Can organ
in the
music
wash.
play when they find out that I'm dead?
Yes.
Like an old school murder mystery.
Well, but I mean, this is a book right now.
No, I know, but in it, I want you to say
Sure.
music.
And organ music played. And
Yes.
then spooky organ music played, and the lights came back up, and Danielle was fully dead and stuff. That's sort of the way I'm gonna write the prose.
It's either a murder mystery musical or it's not happening.
Oh, a musical now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I honestly really love that idea.
Okay.
I'm not sure that I have the capability.
You just have to say so and so started singing, and here's the lyrics.
And here's the lyrics of the song. Actually, I do really like that.
Sing along with us.
I feel like that happened in like The Hobbit a lot,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know.
There's
don't
a lot.
remember
I
The
think there's a
Hobbit.
lot of songs in The Hobbit. Those dwarves sing
There were a lot of
so
songs
much.
in Lord of the Rings because I had friends who loved Lord of the Rings, and they started putting on Lord of the Rings sketches where they would sing the songs.
Oh, the Tom Bombadil songs?
Mhm.
I think it's mostly Tom Bombadil songs.
They would
from
just
Lord of
make
the
us
Rings.
sit and watch it.
And watch them sing Tom Bombadil songs.
Yeah.
Cool. So anyway,
Good job on not having any threats on
oh,
your
yeah.
computer.
That's true. I do know someone who has musical capability, but mostly I don't know that I am capable of writing lyrics to a musical song. But I guess I haven't really tried. So
That's okay. There's a first for everything.
I am gonna make a note that there's there is murder happens. Danelle die musical. Those are the notes there.
I'm just like, can we still put fake blood on me?
But,
That's not
okay.
real blood.
Next thing. Oh yeah, and
It's like a
it'll
trick.
be
Like,
like
I was
light-
poisoned, but it was fake
yeah,
blood.
yeah.
So everybody's like, maybe she's not dead, and it's like, no, she's dead.
Yes, I also like that. There's fake blood involved. But the other thing is I was sort of trying to brainstorm fake names for your character.
Sure.
And do you have like a name that you would want your character to be named?
I'm so basic. I'm just like, Danielle.
What if I was just Danielle but like spelled right?
That is really funny. I think that is really funny. Okay, but I want a different last name. I don't know why, but I like Crooks.
Danielle Crooks? Danny Crooks?
Danny Crooks.
Okay. All right, cool. Good. Done. That is set in stone.
My name is Danielle, but everybody calls me Danny.
Yeah. But it's spelled right.
But it's spelled right.
And then that's gonna be a very specific thing.
Fuck you, Mom. I'm
She's
changing my name in this book.
she's a writer. She's a writer on the show. Her name is Danielle, but her name is Danielle. Everybody calls her Danny, and Danielle is spelled the correct way. Daniel.
Now, is that in parentheses in the book?
There will probably just be like a comma, and because a lot of here's the thing. Have you read Norm Macdonald's book?
No, I didn't know Norm Macdonald had a book.
He does have a book. It's called Based on a True Story, and it is written sort of like a memoir, but it is just all fake. It's all made up bullshit.
Oh my god, I love that.
It's all nonsense. And the way that he writes it is very just like matter of fact, like, and here's the thing that happened. And
oh, I love that. I feel like Norm Macdonald would love this book.
Yeah, well, and that's very much what I realized is that like if I'm gonna write a story, it's not gonna be like, oh, ooh, and then like and be like fancy like prose.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like very like
it's gonna be Clancy.
It's gonna be very Hemingway, very much just like and then this is what happened. And she got bonked on the head.
It's just you speaking, but you're like speaking into your phone, so it's typing it out for you.
I'm gonna do the audiobook for it, and I'm gonna talk like this the whole time.
I love it.
I'm gonna be like
and I will listen to it once.
And then the lights went out, and then there was like spooky organ music, like and then the lights came back up, and Danielle was friggin' dead and shit. Was totally frigging dead and shit.
This is gonna be a New York Times bestseller.
It is. I'm gonna be the next J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, you're a better version.
Including all the parts.
All the parts.
I'm gonna become totally.
You're gonna become British?
Yes. And the other thing.
Rich?
Yes. Okay. So you're dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah. The next story is I have dual citizenship for the underworld now, so I can go back and forth as I please, and so can Nico because she has a green card. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So the person who got time kidnapped in the first story is Jamie's character, who's
Chuck Claus.
No, Orenthal.
Oh, okay.
Orenthal James Carducci, Rennie for short. Rennie Carducci.
Okay.
They're like a mob boss character.
Sure, yeah, that sounds about right.
They're like a mobster. And so the present tense version of them gets dead is dead. That's like the opening of the whole book.
Mhm.
Is Rennie is dead.
Is that the first line? Rennie is dead.
Rennie is fully dead. Rennie is all the way murdered and dead.
Their tongue is sticking out. They're
Yeah,
dead.
they're fully dead. Yeah, maybe that might be the first line of the whole book.
You're welcome.
But so they were gonna be a guest on the show,
Mm-hmm.
and so then I say to DB Snacks, hey, figure out how to do something about this. I cannot handle whatever this is.
Yeah.
And DB Snacks' thought is, okay, so the best way to handle this is to use ancient magic to rip a hole in space-time and go time kidnap Rennie from a couple of years ago so that they could just still be on the show.
Yeah.
That's the obvious simplest way to go about fixing this situation. And that's why that all happens. Okay. So current Rennie dead. Past Rennie present. Yeah. So
yeah, that's definitely gonna rip a hole in the space-time
continuum. I'm going to refer from now on. It's gonna be young Rennie and dead Rennie, young and dead. Okay, so young.
It's like an episode of Eureka.
Young comes on the show to request that I use my afterlife dual citizenship to go down to the underworld and install dead as the lord of the underworld.
He comes in on the show. Like, are you like doing like a monologue? You're like talking?
No, he comes on as a guest.
Okay, all right.
He comes on as a guest.
Because I feel like it'd be really funny if you're just like doing normal comedy and he just like storms out.
Just the mob boss. Blah, 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 blah.
You're gonna go with me to the underworld. Let's go.
We're going to the friggin' underworld. No, that might be. Anyway,
I'm just rewriting your whole book.
But also, they don't come with me. Only I can go.
Okay.
Because I'm the only one who.
So they're waiting at security.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly.
You're just waving as you're going.
Except
to security.
for the way that you get to the underworld is that you close your eyes and you flex your amygdala until your body drops dead, and then your soul wakes up thrashing around in the river Jeff, which is like the river Styx, except for imagine if a river was like sentient.
But do you still have to take your shoes and belts off?
No, your shoes and belt go. They're gone.
They're gone.
You wake up. You're probably naked. You're naked in the river Jeff.
Okay.
And the river Jeff is sentient, and you can hurt its feelings. I'm not sure.
You're gonna hurt Jeff's feelings?
I'm not sure why that's important, but it is important that the river Jeff is sentient, and you can hurt its feelings.
Yeah. It's like being puppy cat.
That's the main things about the river Jeff. Is that it's a sentient river and you can hurt its feelings.
Is there going to be a storyline about how you hurt Jeff's feelings and then
it'll probably come up within this story.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But the other thing about the underworld is being there changes you. The longer you are, the more you become altered.
Okay. Altered how? Like the opposite of your personality? Or...
No, just things about you change.
Okay.
Powers. Weird things
so you
become a part of you.
You go down to the underworld being able to fly and you come back and now you can like read minds.
No. You go down to the underworld as like you're just a person who died. And then the longer you're in the underworld, the more you have like powers. Weird shit.
Okay. So you get powers.
Yeah.
All right. That wasn't clear.
Sorry.
I thought you already had powers, so every time you go down, you like change out the powers.
Third thing about the underworld: the current lord of the underworld is a lady because it's 2023 and a woman can be the devil now.
Sure.
Anyway,
they did that on Vampire Diaries.
Did they? Mm-hmm. Damn it! Well, fine, it's a man then. Fine, then fuck diversity.
Like it's been done before, we can go back to normal.
But anyway, I think this is probably like a sort of heist situation. I do recruit Dead You, and Dead You now has powers. Cool. I'm not sure how your vision, but also because maybe you've been down here for like a long time.
Mm-hmm. So it's been like years since the wedding happened.
Maybe time moves differently in the underworld.
I feel like that's what needs to happen.
Or maybe I'll figure out a way for you to have been down there for a long
For
time.
50 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just stuck down there. Just waiting
I
for
mean,
Clancy to come and get
there
me.
might be more time fuckery that
Mhm.
leads to like a bunch of stuff happening.
Mhm.
That means that you were down there for a long ass time.
Okay.
But either way, there's a whole time heist, or not time heist, but underworld heist
Mhm.
to install Dead Rennie as the Lord of the Underworld.
Got it.
At which point, as the Lord of the Underworld, they betray me, do a big betray on me and you, and we're both sent to underworld prison.
So, are you slowly being changed then, or
Yes,
okay.
I am slowly gaining powers.
Okay. All right.
And you already have major powers.
I got more powers.
You can big time. You can just morph around. You can have tentacles. You can do all sorts of things.
Ooh.
Real hard to keep you in a prison,
Just
as
doing
it
a lot of
turns out.
tentacle
You
porn.
get out immediately. You escape, like literally. You're in there for literally seconds, and you're out because nothing can contain you at this point,
I can
except
turn my
for
tentacles into a key.
except for you don't know how to leave the underworld yet.
But I find out.
But the next story is either a law procedural where I am repeatedly trying to get out of prison by just like appealing, just repeatedly appealing,
That's so sad.
which I think is very funny. Just like 30 pages of me just like, no, but the thing is,
Am I your lawyer?
maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you're like my Johnny Cochran.
Yeah. I got out.
Wait, is that the guy's name?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it right. You did it.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, the reason that's I'm not sure about that is because there was also a guy who did Survivor twice whose name is John Cochran.
No, it was Johnny Cochran.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We can look it up, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I watched the
I trust you.
OJ FX.
I trust you implicitly on this.
So he's your cat. Your cat likes me. We
Aw.
bonded. Cats love me. They hated me when I was young.
Cats are John Hannigan?
Mm.
I don't know who that is.
This microphone is very heavy. I got baby wrists.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Can you hear me if I do this?
It's only not if you talk quieter.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever. That happens, and you're involved in that story in that you have to get me out.
Yeah.
And then also I think that
I shapeshift into Johnny.
Ooh, yeah, maybe that's what you do. You shapeshift into a lawyer for me. But then it's just repeated. You're just repeatedly trying to be like, no, but seriously, okay, but no, look, the glove though. It's
Like,
just the glove over and over and
like,
over
that's
again.
the wrong trial again.
It's just
It's
like
just every murder trial, but it's just the wrong information every time.
it's just like 25 years of me, like once a year, me going in and being like, okay, here's the deal.
But if the glove fits, you must acquit.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. And then they like bring out a glove and it's like way too big for me. It's like, well, I mean, like it could fit.
Go on, try it on anyway. Let's see.
Yeah, just a lot of that. Just a whole lot of that. And then probably something with a big sword happens.
Sure, okay.
And I use it to. It's probably a big sword that like belongs to the Lord of the Underworld.
Okay.
And so we the two of us together slap him in his big dumb face.
Okay.
And double die him. He's
him.
double dead now.
Oh.
He's double dead. Probably he goes to Joan Rivers dimension at that point.
Okay, all right. I keep thinking about like the Shawshank Redemption and you go to Ziwatanejo.
Well, but my Ziwatanejo is just getting home to my beautiful wife Nico.
And you have lots of money hidden there.
Yes, inside of her. Like in
Inside of her.
yeah, like in The Fifth Element where they pull the stones out of the diva.
Oh yeah. It's been a while since I've watched that.
So that's but I think that there's a lot. I double dog die you. Yeah. But yeah, there's a sword
That's
and
what you say.
we use the sword to get out of the underworld.
How?
It's got Lord of the Underworld powers.
Okay, so you just hit a button, you tap your shoes together, you're like, there's
Yeah,
no place like
basically,
home.
yeah. Oh yeah, I tap. Yeah, you take the sword and then suddenly you're wearing shoes.
Mhm.
And
This whole time this is happening, are we still naked?
I think that well, you aren't because you're a shapeshifter. You're whatever you want to be.
Okay.
And then at a certain point, I'm probably in prison garb.
Okay.
So but like classic like striped prison
Yeah.
uniform.
Yeah.
You know, she had it covered.
You're singing So Black Tango.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 17 times. Oh.
What if that was after you murdered him at the end before you go back home?
Okay, really quick. I just had an idea to do Cell Block Tango at karaoke, but every time there's like a spoken part, I just do it completely deadpan.
Yeah. Let me know when you're doing that.
So anyway, I come home from the bar.
They were doing the spread eagle.
They were doing number 17. The spread eagle. No big deal. That song would be very fun to do at karaoke.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it.
I wonder if they got it.
I bet they have to. It's Chicago.
It's Chicago.
Come on.
I just watched the Pamela Anderson documentary on Netflix. She did like a run on Broadway like
Ooh.
last year
Last year.
doing Chicago at 50.
Who did she play?
Roxy.
At 50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all in the documentary.
All right. That's fine. That's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was surprised too. But
It's-
yeah.
it feels strange to me, but I can't put my finger on why, and so I feel like it might be just like
You know. They wanted her. She's Pamela Anderson.
she is Pamela Anderson. That's
Yeah.
true. Old Pammy
That's
Ann's.
all it takes.
Pammy Ann's.
Kitty's just like nuzzled into my shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, she does that. So yeah, there's it's all a lot of law stuff and
Yeah.
prison stuff and law stuff and prison stuff and eventually
You have to write that in the book.
yeah. No, it's gonna be like so there's law stuff and prisons. It was a lot of law stuff and prison stuff, and then law stuff and prison stuff, then some law stuff and prison stuff, and then there was some law stuff and prison stuff. This book is gonna be unreadable. Probably.
This is gonna be the worst book ever written.
It-
but I love it.
It's gonna I mean, I bet it'll have
I'll put the audio on while I'm working.
it'll have like a very like small cult following of people who are like
It'll be your very own Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I mean, I feel like I am really afraid that it's going to be very House of Leaves, which is the fucking worst.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, it's very cool and like the idea is really cool, but then when you actually like go to read it, it's just fucking annoying.
Well. Yeah.
Anyway, but I think there's also okay, so here's some other notes that I have of like potential stories that could go just sort of in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's one obviously with Eliza's succubus character.
Sure.
coming to bounty hunt a creature from across from her dimension.
Mhm.
That's fun. Obviously, that's
Sure.
fun and cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's the one with the crypto winter
Okay.
where I accidentally crash cryptocurrency,
Oh.
and then there's the crypto winter.
the crypto
And I think
winter.
that it's possible that the crypto winter will be like an actual like physical existent thing.
It comes out of the computer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The cryptocurrency crashes and then just
A
snow.
monster just
No, like snow. It just like cold air and snow starts pouring out of every computer in the country.
I love that.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of what, because isn't the thing with the cryptocurrency is that it's like uses a lot of like server power, which is creating a lot of heat.
Yeah, it's really bad for
And
the
yeah,
environment.
and so it would be like
There's a whole episode of Broad City about it.
it would flip like that.
Yeah.
It would do a big flip.
It would cool the earth down.
It's kind of, but like too much.
But too much, too fast.
Too much, too fast.
Maybe like let's turn this down a little bit.
Fully crypto wintered. Yeah, it's snowing ones and O's. Yes, exactly, 100%.
I love it.
Snowing ones and I'm gonna make a note of that. Snowing ones and O's. And then there's also, I wrote down doing a Jumanji. I feel like, what if a Jumanji happens?
But you have to tell them if you're in a Jumanji.
Yeah. But I mean, by a Jumanji, I mean like we get sucked into a game or something. I guess I
Yeah.
could also say doing a Zathura, but that's a less recognizable reference.
Yeah, people know what Jumanji is more than they do Zasura.
Oh my god.
Even though that was a great movie.
People have done Jumanjis at least 3 times. People have done a Zathura once.
Yeah. Or you have to tell them if they're in a Spy Kids 3.
Ooh, yes. That's, you know what? Fuck Jumanji. Fuck Zathura. Oh, also Tron. You're right. It is also like Tron, but
It
I
is
think
also
Spy
like
Kids 3
Tron.
is my favorite.
Spy Kids 3 is better.
I'm going to change it to doing a Spy Kids 3. Spy Kids, oh my god, I love Spy Kids.
Spy Kids was a great movie series.
Speaking, it's actually Spy Kids 3D, which
Yeah.
is important.
We had the DVD that came with the 3D
Hell
glasses.
yeah. I loved the trailer for that movie where
was
it was
so
like
cool.
it was like time to enter the game.
It was so cool.
Put on your glasses.
It's like, everybody have your glasses on? Okay, now we can start.
Oh man.
I saw that in theaters.
I probably did too.
I saw one. I
Spy
I
Kids
saw
fucking
2 and
rocks,
3.
dude. Fucking Thumbies, man.
Yeah, but then they got rid of like the original cast, and I just never watched it
Wait,
because
what do you
there's
mean?
more than 3.
Oh, what?
There's like
Ugh,
5.
no.
The
It's gotta be Carmen and Junie or nothing.
I know, because the fucking Zoomers wanted their own Spy Kids, so they kept making more.
Oh, well, that's fine. They can have it.
But they can't have the originals.
They can also have the originals. I'm not gonna watch the other more ones.
Oh yeah, no,
It's gotta be Carmen and Junie,
absolutely.
or I don't want it. But also,
Absolutely.
I do like the Machete movies, which are technically
They are technically
they
Spy
are
Kids, yeah.
technically sequels.
I have never seen. I thought they're prequels.
Or that, yeah, something like
I
that.
have never seen them because they look terrifying.
Machete.
But
Oh my
yeah,
god.
they're like real
you-
dark and murdery.
okay,
They're
so-
like John Wick, but like
Yeah.
Spy Kids.
Okay. You probably haven't seen From Dusk Till Dawn.
No.
Okay. It's fucking crazy and I love it so much. But anyway.
Do you love it more than the Final Destination movies?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I was talking about Final Destination and you last night on my date.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You gotta.
I've wormed my way into your brain. anytime Final Destination comes up, you gotta be like, oh yeah, I've seen those a couple times.
They give me nightmares every time. I got a lot of scary dreams because of it, but I watch it because it's Clancy's birthday, and that's what Clancy wants to do for their birthday.
I'm also gonna write down doing a Final Destination now that we know that you have Final Destination powers
Yes.
in canon.
Is it like in
Canonically.
Final Destination where you see how everyone dies, or is it just one person you see die?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I feel like it should be one person.
I feel like it should be one person.
So
I
it's
think it makes it more
probably a lot
interesting.
more like a That's So Raven
And
type of situation.
Is it if you save that person from dying one way, do you get to continue like with That's So Raven where she continues to have other visions? Is it you can see other ways that these people could die?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, and you would because death will come for them.
Okay.
Death will come for
Death
them.
will come for them.
Death will come for them.
Okay.
The River Jeff. That's what it is.
The River Jeff is death.
The River Jeff has to like has to be like if you fuck up the River Jeff's like system, like this is the order that people die in, then he gets all fucking pissed off.
Well, that sounds very charmed.
But he's a river.
But it's like, yeah.
Well, not I keep
Like-
okay. Here's the thing. This happened earlier with the egg president, and it
Uh-huh.
happened just now with the River Jeff. I keep giving them pronouns. They're not people, and they don't have genders.
So they're
I'm using he as a placeholder to play better to Middle America,
okay. All right.
and I have brought that up in the past, and I will
So
be.
you're
I
like
will.
every children's book.
I will say it repeatedly within the book
Uh-huh.
of there will be many asides of like just a reminder,
Just so you know.
genderless character.
But
I'm using he as a placeholder.
just so you feel safe reading this book right now.
Yeah.
And reading this book so you feel safe as in big, huge, like 72 font.
I'm doing
Do
it
you
this.
feel safe?
Please feel safe to read this book.
This is your safe
This
space.
is a safe book to read. This book can't hurt anybody.
And then the book eats them.
I mean, that feels very much like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, like directly stolen.
I've never seen that nor read the book.
Oh,
So that was
the-
all me.
The big thing is on the back cover of the book within the book.
Mhm.
The story is about the book Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Sure.
It was originally a Rado play, so it was a lot less confusing then.
Uh-huh.
But the actual book of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is like an encyclopedia of the
Mhm.
universe, has on the back cover, it just says in big letters, "Don't panic."
Mm.
But you know what? It's spelled no, it's spelled Jeff. It's a simple basic Jeff. It's
Jeff.
Jeff original flavor.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff. Yeah. So Spy Kids 3D, Final Destination, That's So Raven. Okay. And I think that is okay. Here's the other question, and I think that you might be the most equipped to help me with this, if I'm not mistaken.
The most qualified, you mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would really love to have a Christmas story,
Okay.
a Christmas episode, if you will.
I'm the most qualified.
Well, because I feel like you've seen a lot of Hallmark movies.
That is a good assertion.
You have.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Because
fair amount of holiday movies.
but specifically the Hallmark style ones where it's like lady who's a big time boss bitch goes to small town,
Mhm.
fall in love,
Yeah.
learns meaning of Christmas.
Yes.
Except for what if lady who is big boss bitch was Chuck Claus?
Does Chuck Claus still fall in love?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know for sure yet.
Okay.
But and I do feel like I don't know how to fit this in because sort of the main format of the way that the stories are is it'll be like
I think it should be like an intermission story. You know how like in like the Archie comics where it's like
oh
there's like Betty and Veronica,
Sure.
and then there's like Sabrina the Teenage Witch in
Yeah.
there. Like it's like a commercial, but it's
so
like
right smack dab in the middle.
yeah, you're just like we're gonna take a break from this story and we're gonna start up on this story.
This is just a quick aside.
yes, yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a Chuck Claus.
I'm sorry, kitty.
Also, what if? Okay, I mean, I don't know. So wait, okay. Mostly, I just want to know: is that what the formula is for the Hallmark movie?
I mean, most Hallmark movies, I guess it depends. I haven't watched like a bunch recently.
Boss bitch gets stuck in small town.
Yeah,
It's
or
Christmas.
there's like a man. Like it depends on the
She's
Hallmark
in love
one.
with the man.
Someone falls in love with someone. They don't like. I think like the main thing, and this isn't just specific to Christmas movies. This is specific to just rom-coms in general.
Yeah,
But the main thing is basically so and so is just gotten broken up with. They decide to do something like take a vacation or get a new job or something. They end up in some different town,
yeah.
and the first person that they meet they butt heads with, they don't get along with them, and then slowly but surely they start to learn that this person is great.
They do a fall in love.
They do a Beauty and the Beast but with less
Yeah.
bestiality, basically.
Tale as old as time.
Yes. Yeah. And then there's some aspect of Christmas to it sometimes.
But this is very specifically a Christmas.
It's not specific. It's a Christmas movie rom-com. It's not specific to Hallmark, I would say.
Okay. But I feel like the Hallmark one is always like she's a big city boss bitch.
Sure, yeah.
And she's stuck in a small town.
Yeah.
And the small town is called Christmas.
Yeah.
And then there's a man and he's like, I love Christmas. And she's like, I hate Christmas.
Yeah.
And he's like, but Christmas is great. And she's like, what's so great about it? And
then
he's
he takes
like,
her like ice skating or something. She's
and then,
like,
yeah,
now I understand the meaning of Christmas.
he pulls a little Aladdin on her.
Yeah.
I can show you the Christmas world.
Yeah.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Yeah.
Now tell me, boss bitch. Yeah, so that's.
I think that is the story.
I do think that is very much how it will be written.
Yeah.
just
write it a little less similar so you don't get sued by Disney. Unless that's what you're going for, in which case write it exactly like that.
That's tempting. That is tempting. Imagine if my claim to fame was sued by Disney. Sued by Disney for sort of doing song.
And now I got my own late night show.
And now I got my own goddamn late night show.
Is that how you get your late night show?
Just my own HBO miniseries. And I don't even, it only needs to be like 10 episodes. 10 episodes and I'm out.
It's great.
And then leave them wanting more.
Leave them on a cliffhanger like they did to me for The Time Traveler's Wife.
Wait, did it get canceled?
It got canceled!
You could read the book.
I've read the book.
Oh, okay, so you know how it ends.
That's not the point. I wanted to watch it with those actors. I finally got decided that I was going to watch the new Time Traveler's Wife and watch it and not be upset that it's not Rachel McAdams in it. And I finally got on board with it. I was watching it on my flight home from Iceland, and then they canceled it.
Yeah.
And they left it on a cliffhanger where she had sex with her past Henry, and then her Henry was getting married to her in the past, and then she was like, I'm gonna fuck him so I can get pregnant because other Henry got a vasectomy and I'm mad.
Time Traveler's Wife.
Time Traveler's Wife.
It's very Time Traveler's Wife.
I know.
Oh,
it's very
boy.
They made it very bloody. Like they show the decapitation of his mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have not read that book. I had no idea that any of this happened.
Yeah, his mom gets decapitated, but in the Rachel McAdams version, she just dies in a car accident. And it's
Oh.
not like,
But
like
in the book, she gets fully
she
decapitated.
gets decapitated in the book, and then in the
Decapitated
TV show,
from what?
it was like she's like following too close to a truck, like she's supposed to be like picking up her husband from the airport or something, and she has little Henry in the car with her, and like there's like a car going really fast, and then there's a truck that is like right behind her, and there's, I think the truck was behind the really fast car. The really fast car breaks to a stop, and then the truck breaks to a stop, and then she can't like she slows down, but then she bumps into the truck, and there's like this metal sheet, and like the metal sheet smashes through the window and cuts off her head, and then you just see blood all over the windshield.
That's very funny.
Yeah,
That's a very funny.
it was-
That's a very funny choice that writer made.
I watched that and I was like,
That's a very funny choice that writer made.
we're very different people. I was traumatized. I like covered my eyes. I was like, no.
Well, I love the Final Destination movies.
I know.
And that feels very
You love
Final
it when
Destination.
he gets like sucked through in the pool.
It's hilarious. It's so funny. It's so funny when he gets sucked into the pool filter. Because it's like, what the fuck? That is
I
nuts.
was just like, I'm just gonna avoid pools now.
It's so insane. Anyway, yeah, I think we got a lot of good work done.
Yeah.
I think
I gave you some great suggestions.
I think that you were really helpful.
Scale 1 to 10 between Riley and Eliza.
Well, you were helpful in a different way
Alright.
than Eliza, but at a similar level. I think everyone was very helpful.
In a dyslexic way?
But you, I think the fact that you have just unbridled ADHD
It's fun.
helped in that you weren't willing to stay on topic at all, and you would just like you would just chime in. You would just go.
This is what happens when you and I hang out. This is
Yeah.
our car rides. This is when we went down to the beach. This is what happened.
I mean, we're very good at making thought.
That's thought.
Between the two of us, we have like one good brain.
One good brain. Imagine how big
between
our
the
brain
two
would be
of
if we
us,
put
when
them
you're
together.
medicated, we have one good brain.
Do you think with being medicated right now, I am a better writer?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know what was. I don't know that what we
We're
just
gonna have
did
to
what is
do-
writing.
We're gonna have to do an experiment. We're gonna have to have a hypothesis, and then we're gonna have to see how I am on a controlled substance versus when I'm not on a substance.
Okay.
The controlled substance is my antidepressants. The contributing factor would be Adderall on it, Adderall not on it.
Okay. Wait. So you would go off your antidepressants?
No, I would stay on my
okay,
antidepressants. That would be the control.
Oh, that's the control group. Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
that's
When
the
you said
control
controlled
group.
substance, I was thinking like a drug. Because that's what that phrase means, I think.
I don't know.
Controlled substance is like you go to jail now for have that.
Yeah.
But there's no such thing as controlled substances in Portland. Everybody's on drugs.
Woo!
Hey, good did.
Bye.
We did good.
We did.
And I have a lot of good ideas, and I'm going to continue to put together this outline. This is probably the last one of these story development sessions we're going to do. Probably going to take the next week off. And
if you live in Portland, go to Go Comedy Go at
oh, yeah.
Shifters.
If you no, I don't think anybody who's watching lives in Portland.
I don't care.
There's just go, yeah.
Tell your Portland friends.
And also freaking start a podcast already. What are you doing?
I do want to start a podcast.
Start a podcast already.
What?
Freaking start a podcast already.
I gotta get some podcast equipment.
Start a podcast about
Oh, I could start a podcast about living with my sister again.
punching lady cops or something.
I don't want to punch lady cops.
What about Maine cops?
I don't want to be near cops.
Okay.
I don't like them.
Ooh, okay. Start a podcast about designing machine to punch cops from far away.
Ooh, interesting.
I believe it's called a gun.
I don't don't give me a gun. Don't give this
Okay.
ADHD brain a gun.
This has been, and you watched it, and you're welcome, and I love you.